If we take a closer look at the people we call genius, the ones that have achieved greatness throughout their lives, we often find that they grew up in a disadvantaged manner. I'm talking about people like Albert Einstein and Leonardo da Vinci, all of the greats that you can think of. There was some sort of disadvantage, whether it be the way they learned or their poverty or the way they grew up. There was something that they had to fight against. And this led to two things: hunger and curiosity. And these two characteristics are what drove them and pulled them by a purpose that created their greatness and genius. If there are two things that we could do, it would be to develop those two traits, curiosity and hunger. But so many of us grew up in a society where we're just like everyone else. We have all our basic needs and wants and desires taken care of from a young age. Maybe your parents were good to you and you grew up with enough money and all the toys you wanted. You never experienced hardship and disadvantage. But yet, when we take a closer look and read books like Mastery, we see that this disadvantage is what created the positive effect in their lives. So, if there's one thing that we could truly do, it would be to create constraints, to make things more difficult for ourselves, to draw the line and say, these are the resources I'm going to work with, so that things can be a little bit more difficult. This disadvantage will drive us to do more and be more, and to aspire to be like those that came before us that did reach the level of genius. Because after all, a person that's not being pulled by something bigger than themselves, a person who's only seeking to achieve for themselves, isn't going to get very far. When the going gets tough, when the obstacles show up, you give up. The difference between the disadvantage that achieved greatness and everyday people is that their purpose, their hunger, their curiosity is what drove them to succeed. Not for themselves only, but their friends and neighbors, and maybe even for the sake of humanity.